What's up everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Black and White 2. It is now autumn since the season has changed, and it is episode 69. And for those of you that are longtime viewers, you know that episode 69 always holds some kind of deep value inside my heart in these playthroughs, being the episode in which we take on Cynthia. And Black and White 2 is going to be no exception to that, because today we are taking on Cynthia, the champion of the Sinnoh region. Before we do that though, I do want to take a look at the team one more time. For those of you that don't know exactly how the team is doing, I do want to show you guys and go quickly through all my team members. So first up, we've got Bambi the Saucebuck at level 78, holding the Scope Lens. Didn't learn any moves, but it did go all the way to level 78 in the Black Tower. And it changed its little form thing because it is now autumn, so we have literally gone full circle with Bambi through all the seasons doing this game. Next up, we've got Pumbaa, the starter. He started out all the way back in whatever town you start off in this game, holding the Charcoal, which will power up Flare Blitz, grew to level 78, so it is going to be pretty strong as well. Next up, we've got two that didn't really grow that much in levels over in Black Tower. First up being Midna, holding a Rocky Helmet. Still no changes to the moveset, but I do have the Rocky Helmet in case, it gets hit pretty hard. Then the enemy Pokemon will get hit as well. Fubuki didn't grow that much as well at level 74. I did teach it Earthquake, however, because it was basically missing one last move slot after having, I forgot what HM, I think Dive. I deleted that and gave it Earthquake. So that is Fubuki. Next up, we've got Nimbus, one of the ones that grew the most over in Black Tower, all the way to level 81. Still has the same moveset and holding the leftovers because it is kind of one of my tanks. And then we have debatably our ace Pokemon, because Tesla has been doing so much work, doing the most damage on our team at level 81, holding the Expert Belt, only making all his moves even more powerful, basically powering up super effective moves. So that is going to be my team as we head into the battle with Cynthia. Just thought I would do that as kind of the last time that we're going to see any big updates to the team. So, as you all know, Cynthia is going to be in this building. I just want a little moment of silence because I really, really love the music in here. So, let's head inside. What's this? What's your name? Okay, I'll remember that. Orange, nice to meet you. I'm Cynthia. I'm a Pokemon trainer too, like you. I have an uninsatiable curiosity for researching Pokemon myths. I'm sure you know about Undella Bay's abyssal ruins, right? I'm staying here at my friend's villa so I can investigate them. In order to get to know each other better as Pokemon trainers, I would like our Pokemon to have a match. Would you care to be my opponent? Yes! Before I send out my Pokemon, my heart always begins to race. Interesting, my Pokemon and their Pokeballs are radiating a happy feeling. Are you the reason? What are you? Here we go, up against Cynthia! I always love going up against Cynthia. It's just the music for this battle is awesome. It's one of my favorite battle themes actually for trainers. I like a lot of legendary themes, but Cynthia's probably one of my favorites for trainer battles. So she's going to be starting off with Spiritomb, which, as you guys may know, doesn't have a weakness. I'm probably going to be wrong about that, but I believe it is Ghost and Dark type. So it, I don't know. It could end up just being Ghost type and I'm being dumb. But you know what? I'm going to go for Mega Horn nonetheless because we did lead off with Bambi, which is going to do a ton of damage. We don't really have anything super effective on it either way. I do always get these confused though. I know Sableye for a fact does not have a weakness. And then I think Spiritomb is the other one. I always confuse it with Cofagrigus, however, which does have a weakness. But either way, it is going for a lot of double teams here, which is why I'm going to be switching over to Leech Seed, or Horn Leech rather. This Pokemon does have the ability Pressure, which means that for every hit it gets off on us, or for every hit we do on it, we actually lose double the PP on our moves. So Mega Horn is already down to 4, which kind of sucks. But we do take it down to the red zone of HP. I was actually meant to go for an Awakening there, because this Pokemon does have Dream Eater. But you know what? I think we can fight through the Sleepness. Oh, apparently not. So it is going to go for Dream Eater, which kind of sucks for us. I probably should have gone for an Awakening since I knew it was going to go for Full Restore. But hey, you win some, you lose some, and Bambi is still fast asleep, which is great. Now in this battle, I will actually try to bring out all of my main Pokemon. I do want to try to use my entire team. So let's hopefully wake up Bambi here. Awesome, we do wake up, and we're going to go for a Horn Leech on the Spiritomb. Wow, that is a critical hit. Scope Lens doing its job there, actually. Scope Lens ups the ability or the power of, basically it makes critical hits happen more often. So Scope Lens doing our work there, or doing work there. Basically, we take out Spiritomb, the first Pokemon down for Cynthia. Now, this battle isn't going to be as tough as previous Cynthia challenges we've gone through because basically, yeah, we're pretty dang over-leveled because of the Black Tower. But hey, that's not really my fault. It's in the game. I went through it and I did my best. I actually did end up using the Lucky Egg quite a bit. So Bambi was actually the one holding the Lucky Egg. That's why she actually got to such a high level. So next up for Cynthia is going to be Milotic. I'm hoping for a one-hit kill here. It did go for Hydro Pump, however, which did do quite a number on Tesla here. So we go for the Thunderbolt, and because of the Expert Belt boosting those super effective moves, we take out Milotic in one hit, no problem. Next up is going to be Cynthia's ace Pokemon, Garchomp. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do against this thing. Fubuki, as I said, wasn't really that much trained, but she should be able to hold out on her own against this Garchomp. So as long as we can survive a hit or two, we can go off for the Ice Beam and hopefully take that out. So it's going to go for Stone Edge, which is actually super effective, and it can cause flinching, so that would kind of suck. But we don't flinch, actually, so we go for the Ice Beam, and that is going to do quite a bit of damage to Garchomp, hopefully take it out in one hit. And it does! Awesome! We do get a critical hit there. That was actually pretty lucky. I don't think it would have been killed in one hit if it wasn't a critical. So you know what? I am getting pretty lucky with this one so far, but we are pretty over-leveled and pretty strong overall. So gonna be switching out once again, this time to Pumbaa, who can hopefully take out Lucario. Lucario being a fighting and steel type, we can probably go for either Flare Blitz or Hammer Arm and take that out. But I'm gonna go for Flare Blitz because we do have the Charcoal to power that up. Lucario does have Psychic though, which I wasn't really expecting, and it might actually, ooh, it does not kill us in one hit. I don't know why actually it has Psychic, because Lucario's generally more of a physical attacker. So we go for Flare Blitz, and it is indeed a one-hit kill, but we may actually end up dying to Recoil here. Oh, Pumbaa very close to dying there to Recoil, but not quite. Pumbaa is way too awesome for that stuff. So next up is going to be Togekiss. I did say I would give all of my team members some kind of equal treatment here. Each one will go out into the battle. So let's throw out Nimbus for this one. Probably not the smartest choice. We could have gone for Umbreon and tried to tank it out with Midna there, but I did end up going for Nimbus. So let's set up a Cotton Guard here. I don't think it's going to help us out that much because Togekiss generally has more special attacks than physical. Yep, going for Air Slash, which generally is more about the flinching effect of it, with Togekiss having Serene Grace or whatever ability it has. I don't know, I know that it likes to crit a lot, basically. So let's go for a Dragon Claw and see how much damage this does. We did set up a Cotton Guard in case, you know, it does have any physical moves, though, so... Oh boy, here it goes, using the Thunder Wave, which is probably not going to be too good for us, so I'm actually going to end up switching out here, because I don't think Nimbus can actually handle this Togekiss very well. So let's switch out to Midna and hope for the best here. If it does go for another Thunder Wave, you know, worst case scenario, it get paralyzed itself because we do have Synchronize on Midna, so let's hope for the best here. And it goes for Air Slash. I don't think it'll do that much damage to Midna, honestly, so we're probably just going to end up stalling it out, and it does go for Thunder Wave, so that's going to paralyze itself, which is probably just bad for itself. I mean, I could have just gone for Tesla on this battle and probably be winning it very easily, but I'm going to go ahead and try my best to bring out all of my Pokemon here. So let's go for a Foul Play, and it does have Aura Sphere. I kind of actually expected that, which is going to be super effective on us. Kind of sucks. Midna might actually be the only one to go down, so you know what, I'm trying to give everyone equal treatment here, but I do want to take out Cynthia in the end, so I don't know, we could end up switching out. Tesla isn't very high on HP, however, so let's just stick in here for a little bit more. It's going to go for Aura Sphere, but I do have a full restore, and you know what, I'm going to give myself a full restore here because, oh gosh, never mind, I guess we die from that. It didn't get her from Rocky Helmet, which is actually kind of weird. I did think it would, but I guess it didn't. So we now have a paralyzed Togekiss into a Magnezone, so it is not going to go well for him or her. It's a him. Yeah, it's a dude. So there we go. Final Pokemon for Cynthia is probably going to be Roserade. I think so. That is usually her team. And no, it's Glaceon, actually. So let's see if we can actually, who can we send out on this? Nimbus isn't going to be very helpful against a Glaceon, so we're just going to go back out to Bambi. I tried to give everyone an equal shot, but I guess some of my Pokemon just don't really work that well against Cynthia's Pokemon. So her last Pokemon is going to be Glaceon, as I just said. Let's go for a Jump Kick on that. Hopefully we don't miss at all, because then, you know, we get hit and recoil, or not recoil, but for some reason when you miss Jump Kick, you know, your own Pokemon gets hurt, so that kind of sucks. Glaceon does take out Bambi, so Cynthia actually not doing that bad against us, even though we are pretty high level compared to her. So let's go for Nimbus, actually, see if Nimbus can finish off this battle. And we're gonna, probably not, because this thing does have Ice Beam, so that can definitely take out Nimbus in like one hit. But we're gonna go for a Dragon Claw. That'll probably bait her out to use a full restore of some sort, but it will take out Nimbus here, actually, so I'll let it do that. I'll let it take out Nimbus. I'm working out a strategy. Don't worry, guys. I got this under control. We're going to go into Pumbaa here, who's probably going to end up sacrificing himself for the greater good as we take out Cynthia. So I'm hoping she actually goes for a full restore here. And she doesn't, so we just get off the Flare Blitz right off the bat. Can't believe Pumbaa is faster than a freaking Glaceon. But we are going to take ourselves out here with Recoil. Oh my gosh, we don't even. Pumbaa, you are awesome. And there we go. That is going to be the Cynthia battle. That was beyond my expectation. What an exceptional battle. I love being here in spring and summer. I can't stay all year because there's so much to investigate in Sinnoh as well. You're a great trainer, and it would make me happy to see you again sometime. Oh, baby Cynthia. It would make me happy to see you any time of day, girl. Don't worry, I'll come visit you every single spring and summer and I don't know. It's autumn right now, so we kind of have to wait 2 months, basically, for her to come back. But that was the Cynthia battle, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed that. It was probably a little bit of a shorter episode, but nonetheless, it is episode 69 as we take out Cynthia. So that is going to be it for today. Next time, we'll probably continue with the Legendary Roundup. Here in Unova, we do have a couple of Legendaries still to catch, so we're probably going to be continuing with that. Thank you all for watching, and see you guys then.